Here is your Bedrock Battery 72 volt 105 amp hour or your 48 volt 150 amp hour bundle, the battery and all that's included.
And here's what the open box is. Left, we got the battery. As soon as you open your box, you're going to see this battery template. Don't discard that. That is going to help with your positioning of your battery for mounting, which is mainly what we're going to cover today. Everything else on here, because it's the same process for our other TXT video, you can refer to that video for how to install these items, but I'll quickly go through what each are. So you're going to have your mounting brackets, tall in this case because we got the TXT, your round stator charge meter with over 9 foot of cable there, our 72 volt charger, or if you've got the 48 volt 150 amp, this will be a 48 volt charger, self tapping screws for mounting. You're going to have your adapter plate that goes over this AC port plug. That closes all gaps so it looks really nice on your cart. Believe it or not, we got an install instruction manual. You will need that. And then lastly, we got some complimentary extras. We're not going to open that box, so it's a little bit of a surprise for you. But definitely open that box before you start your project, because there are going to be some helpful things in there that you're going to need. So now we're going to focus on, just for this video, the mounting of the 72 volt 105, which could also be used for the 48 volt 150 amp hour battery. We're going to focus on the mounting there because that's the most different thing from the other TXT videos that are going to be helpful for you for all the other steps. Okay, here's our TXT cart. Went ahead and positioned the provided tall brackets in the location they're likely going to be secured to the battery tray in. Now notice a couple things. You do not need to grind down these vertical metal flanges for a couple reasons. One, the bracket is tall enough to where it clears the height of these vertical metal pieces. Some people might want to grind the inner side of this just so the bracket fits a little bit better, but you can actually jam it in without doing it as well, so you don't have to grind it. Now, how do you know where to position these? Well, you can do what a lot of other companies do and take the 130-pound battery and have to move it all back and forth while you put the battery on top. Or you can use our provided template right here. This is the exact same shape of the bottom of your 72 volt, and of course for the 48 volt 150, that's provided as well. So you can line up the holes perfectly on here and set your brackets accordingly. And once you got your holes lined up, then you can put, with the provided bolts, drill into the frame. Also, you can use the provided drill bit as well. That way you're not having to scuff up your own, you can scuff up the one provided. Now, not going to actually drill through the metal and mount this today because it's just a demonstration. So assume that these are already mounted in, because this is where we're going to position it. And by the way, we would recommend, putting a bolt right there. You can use the existing hole if you want. So you got 4 bolts into each bracket, securing it to the battery tray. That's what we'd recommend. After securing the brackets, we now have the battery sitting right where we want it on top of these brackets. And I want to point out 4 things before we secure this. One thing is, you notice the terminals are on the driver's side. You don't have to do this, but we tend to find that there's more room over in your TXT over on this side, but you can put it on the other side as well. That's one thing. Second thing, I want you to notice we've got a 10-inch wide bracket here, but the battery, just a little bit, is sitting off of that. But don't worry about that. That's completely normal. With securing bolts, 2 over on this side and then 2 on the other side, that battery is not going anywhere. Third thing I want you to notice is there is room for you to get your fingers or a wrench down here to hold a nut to secure the battery. If you wanted more room, you could move the battery and shift it in probably about 1/2 inch or so. It can buy you a little bit more space than what's down there. Let's see. That's about the space this tall bracket provides. You can sort of see. But if you needed to shift it towards the center a tad more, you could. And then fourth thing to notice, man, that looks good. That's a beautiful battery. All right, you got 2 spots to mount the battery with the provided bolt, washers, and nut. And I'm just going to get this close with my fingers, even though you'd want to use a wrench to hold the nut in place. All right, that's just to illustrate the concept. And then we'll go over to the other side. All right, again, just to illustrate the concept, you'd put one right there, and then here as well. And I don't know if you noticed, there is more room over on this side than there was on the other side. So that's where, if you wanted to push it a little bit more to the center, you could, or in other words, pushing it further towards us over here. If you needed more room on the other side, you could do that.